Hi. So, this is a tutorial on how to clone yourself in Premiere Pro. So, I named it Kage Bushin no Jutsu because that's the clone jutsu that Naruto uses. But anyway, we're going to open up the file, either the footage you shot or the footage I provided for you. Assembly, make sure to change it at the top. Then you want to import and you want to find your footage, which is under here. And then, cool. So now, if you double click it while you're still in assembly, you can preview your footage, but we want to move into the new workspace called editing. Oh, cool. So now what? We want to start clipping our footage so that they're individual clips. So first we want to use the mark in like I have here, and you want to scroll through to where your footage ends or where your clip ends, roughly. I want to make sure I don't move. I look good there. And I'm just showing here that you can drag either the video or the audio by itself, or you can drag both. But to make it feel or sound more realistic, we want to drag both. So if we delete that, just drag the whole clip in, we've got it. Sick. And then this is a good way to just preview your composition in a different size, or of a different size. But now I'm just going to speed up the footage of me just cutting my second clip together. So this is me putting my clone on top of my original footage. Cool. What? Oh yeah. So we're gonna crop it. Crop the footage so it looks like they came from the same clip. So under effects at the bottom left, we want to look for something called crop. So if you type it in and either double click it or drag it onto the top, and you can see the purple button has glowing, and that means we have an effects applied to it. So if I want to close it or minimize all these options, and I'm just going to leave crop open, and this is showing you kind of what crop looks like. So I'm going to click on the crop, and you can see the blue line around, and that indicates where our footage is. So I've quickly split it up where you can see me using it in action. So I'm changing the numbers by left and right. You can see I'm going too far, or I'm going not close enough, and that's just showing you an example on how this works. So to kind of do the best that you can, and that's kind of it. Once you've done that, and if we preview the footage, it kind of looks clean. It looks like there was two of me there at the same time. Cool. So this is something a little bit extra. You can see that I've got footage of myself moving. So the subject is moving in my frame, but if we remember what we did with our crop tool, we kind of just left it there, left it static. So instead of using the crop tool, you can still use the crop tool, it still works. Keyframes is a big thing, but I want to use this mask tool here, and this gives me like a freeform on what my shape is. So rather than just having a rectangle or a square, I can kind of customize it. You can see now I've cut it out, so only a part of the footage or part of the clip is showing in my final composition. And so sped up footage of me just trying to figure out the best kind of place for my marks. But I kind of run into a problem. You can see I just showed before, my original footage kind of gets cut out. So what I want to do is I want to kind of clean things up and find something called the mask path. And I want to set a keyframe with the diamond. And this is under the effects controller. If you can't find it, make sure to grab that. And my head's cut off, so I'm going to go a couple frames before, set a new keyframe, make sure I'm on top of the keyframe, and just drag it out till it's roughly larger than me. And if I start playing back and forth, you can see it's moving. And that's the whole point. So once you've done all that, you've pretty much killed it. I don't know. Have fun.